Hello, this is Brandon Zoris again, and for my fourth video, I'm going to talk about Twitter chats. There's tons of different Twitter chats out there. It's kind of trying to find what you're interested in or what you can contribute to meaningfully. And it just so happened right now there is a Twitter chat that I like to participate in and view, and that's the Hip Hop Ed chat. It's happening right now, so I thought I'd share that with you. Normally a Twitter chat is on a specific time. It could be the last Tuesday of the month, or it could be the first Tuesday, or every Saturday, like Sat Chat, and there's a list of them. So I'll show you a list of a good site that has a lot of popular education chats, and I believe that was shared on the OSAMOOC as well. When you're ready to participate in the the Twitter chat, you're going to put in the hashtag and you're going to hit enter. What that does, that will bring up the live results of how the chat's going. So this one just started at 9 o'clock, so Timothy's normally the head of the chat, and he's already posted for today what is the discussion and the topic here. So today they're talking about hip-hop music videos as a teaching tool. So this is a really neat thing of how you can use hip-hop in the classroom. And again, as the tweets are coming in, sometimes it gets a little overwhelming because people can tweet things out, and there are going to be lots of things. So every time I hit new, someone's already posted kind of something up, and different things that are going on there. So as I click live, those are going to be the newest ones that are coming up. If there's a lot of people, sometimes you can click top and you can see kind of who's doing the most tweeting and kind of what are some of the top tweets right now. So if I can't decide on one person's thing, maybe I can find something different. So there is different ways you can do that. So normally you click keep it on live, and that will bring you to the newest tweets that are coming through there. So a comment here is, do images add to understanding of a song or detract from it? So if you're using that image, how can you kind of decipher the lyrics or something like that as well? So if I like that, or if I want to find, or I want other people to participate, I could also make sure that I retweet and get other people to join. So Timothy says here, music videos are a time capsule because they capture the environment, style of the day, and serve as a point of reference, so you can learn through that. So if I like that, I can favor that to show him that I really liked his tweet. I can retweet it. Or I could add a comment to that, so I can say this is a great idea and you could learn a lot of history from videos. So it's like a time capsule. So I also, if I want other people to see my tweet, I have to add the same hashtag that the group is. So if I add hip hop ed, and that's the hashtag that'll come up here, and then now other people can see. So you always want to add whatever the hashtag is to the end of your tweet to make sure other people can see it and you can interact. So I maybe will tweet that out to him, so that will be out there. You can also get in a conversation with people. So if I click on live, I want to see what else is new. And I can see kind of what's happening in there. So here is a question or a tweet that says critical media literacy and critical race theory is a great start in doing. So I think definitely you could use some sort of video to kind of start that off. So if I want to talk and have a conversation, when I click reply, that will mention him with his name there, and I could add something in there. So maybe I could say, which music video would you use to introduce this? And I would add the hip hop ed hashtag, and then that way other people could maybe do that. So then I could get some ideas from him. So I would hit tweet. So those are ways you can follow along. I'm not going to send that tweet now. I'm going to go back and participate later, and you can have different conversations going on in there. So you're able to kind of learn from different people. Sometimes there's themes. So example, tomorrow night there is another chat, which is the Steo chat. And this one is going to be here, and we have the questions are already there. So you can look at the questions, and sometimes they're posted before with approximate times, and other times you have to wait for a moderator. So this one's asking about, are you coming to the Steo conference? Are you attending? Why are you attending? Different types of technology, and you can have a conversation about that. So that's not quite happening now, that's happening tomorrow, but I can definitely be ready for this, and I know that will be happening there. So I have that as an example there. So there's other references, so if I want to go back and see another chat that happened before, I can see that other people have left answers, and you can find different things that are happening back there. So this is from the older Steo chat, so you can see. So there was one, for example, on September 2nd, and they posted a Storify, so you can actually go back and you can look up old Twitter conversations and see. So Storify is a good way of documenting that. Other types of questions when we have stale chats, I'm just going to scroll down a little bit to see if I can find an example of. A lot of the time you'll see question 1 and the person will put Q1, and then to answer that, to know that you're answering that question instead of rewriting the whole question or making a huge sentence, you would write down A1 and then you would put your answer, so you know that that answer represents here. So my colleague Francis, he's answering question 3, so I'd have to go back and see what question 3 was, and then I could see what he was mentioning. So he was talking about here using 6 Science to talk about looking at demos and starting to think about concepts in science. So that's really neat that you could have that in there, and he was sharing that resource. So now maybe as a teacher I would look up, oh, what's 6 Science? So I can look that up, and it's a really cool YouTube channel that Steve Spangler does, and they're all little really neat videos about science. So there's some really cool videos on that there. So there's all sorts of things about experiments and things like that. So that's a really cool way that I learned about something like that. You can also go back and see like larger chats as well, like Sat Chat is a Saturday chat that happens, and sometimes they'll say here's what's happening, or this is what happened before. So this is like from October 17th, so clearly I missed this one, and they have different questions that are there. So people have 27 retweets for Brad, and there's ways to kind of communicate in there. So you can find different chats and when they're happening. So there's a site, and we can put educational Twitter chat. I think there's a schedule. There's a couple sites down there. I think this was one of them, where there was a chat schedule, and what you can look up is a huge, this one has a list of them. Let me see if it's working. Yeah, there we go. So there's just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of different chats. So this is like happening today. I can look at what all the chats are. So the hip hop ed one I was in is right there. If I'm really interested in, say, special ed chat, there's sped chat, and I can click on that and it tells you more details of when those are. So this, if you just search educational chats, that will come up to this site as well. So there's different types of chats that are happening. You can change your time zone, and they can be kind of a little overwhelming at first, but it's really good to get in there, say a few things, and you get to really meet some cool and new people. So if you do find things, for example, on Sat Chat, and I'm not following maybe someone, and they had something really neat to say, I could click on this person and I can see what they do. Their assistant principal, oh well, that's really cool, they're tweeting some really nice things. I'm going to click follow, and you can kind of follow some more like-minded people. So it's a great way to also get some followers in there and find some new people to check out. So that was Twitter chat. I will show a video of using TweetDeck, which is another tool that I find is a little more effective at doing Twitter chats with, but that will be a separate video. So thanks for watching.